Big and powerful money notes. They drive your audience wild. But some of you are ruining your money notes. I'm going to give you the 4 main reasons, and we're going to fix them now. Welcome back to another edition of Victoria's Vocal Tips. 32 years of teaching voice, 44 years of studying voice, all different styles. My students have ranged from ultra beginners all the way through advanced touring professionals, voice teachers, choral directors, and competition winners. I always give you serious vocal technique made simple and fun. Big and powerful money notes need to be very athletic and deep in the body. And if you don't know what that means, then you must see my playlist on how to sing with more power. I will include the link in the description box below. So today we're going to discuss the 4 things that you must have for big and powerful money notes. And all 4 work together, so you need to understand all of them. And then I'm going to give you 2 extra tips, so make sure that you watch the whole video. Number 1, don't collapse your throat space. This chamber needs to stay strong. These are the walls of your house. When you allow the throat to collapse in the middle of the money note, well, you collapse the vowel, the tone gets weak, and the money note falls apart. Oh. You hear how collapsing that throat space collapses your vowel? You need to keep that vowel strong all the way through the release and don't change it, or else the whole meaning of the word changes. Or what about the end of the U.S. national anthem? And the home of the brave. Oh. See, the note went flat and it got weak. I don't think that that's the intention you want at the end of this triumphant song. Wouldn't this sound better? And the home of the brave. If you imagine the conductor conducting a huge orchestra, on the last big money note, he'd be like this. And then he cuts off the orchestra dramatically. Well, you need to think about that in your own voice. Number 2. Keep the airflow consistent. The second you change the airflow, the intensity of the tone changes. If you want to keep that big pow in the note, then those vocal folds need to continue to close firmly. And a big part of that is your consistency in the airflow. So instead of this, keep that intensity with the airflow. At last, or home of the brave. Oh, you see how that waters down the note? I mean, that's okay if you want to get quieter, but in this kind of singing, if you want a big, powerful money note, you got to keep that intensity. If you want quiet singing, watch my video on how to sing quietly. Number 3, breath support all the way through the note, all the way to the release. Some of you give up on the note in the middle, and then it becomes weak, unstable, and falls apart. Breath support. Look what happens if I give up in the middle of the note. You see, I gave up, my ribs collapsed, and the throat collapsed, and then the note became weak. Stay engaged, stay strong in the body, and keep that resistance. At last, see my playlist on breathing and breath support to master this. And also in my audio exercise training program, I have a section on how to sing with more power. Remember, all singers must strength train. If you haven't gotten my audio exercise program yet, see the link below. It's super affordable. It's for all different voice types, all different styles, and I do group classes with members. Number 4, keep up the intensity. The moment you give up on the intensity, you lose the compression at the vocal folds, the firm closure, which you must have for these big and powerful money notes. Getting lighter and thinner is okay if you want to fade out, but not if you want to stay big and boomy. And it's really important to think about the message that you want to convey in the song. If I'm singing the national anthem and I want to end on the home of the brave, but I decrescendo or get quiet into a sweet and flowy sound, well, that completely changes the message. Now, super important to mention, vibrato adds a beautiful and very dramatic halo to the tone. Brave and last. See my playlist on vibrato. Okay, extra tips. Number 1, in the middle of a big money note, it's not time to be shy and self-conscious. No, this is diva time. This is why you practice in practice mode and keep that strength and authority in those big notes. Number 2, well, what if you have to sing this note today and you're just not able to hold it all the way through with power? Here is my tip, your temporary tip. Only hold the note for as long as you can hold it with power. So if you peter out in the 8th beat of the note, well, you know what? So what? Hold it for 7.5 beats. Hold it for 7 beats with power. Most people will not even notice. But if you try to hold it longer than you're able to do with power and intensity, people will notice the note falling apart at the end. And it will be a disappointment for your beautiful money note. It is now time for Victoria's Wisdom. Money notes are thrilling for you and for your audience. Stay strong in the body and keep the intensity going all the way through the release. I hope you have enjoyed another edition of Victoria's Vocal Tips. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends. Leave me some comments. Leave me some thumbs up. Don't forget to follow me on social media and continue having fun with your big money notes, keeping up the intensity. And I look forward to seeing everyone again very soon.